down. Today I'm going to do a little workout. It's kind of lower body a little bit. I'll show you some of the workouts here, and you want to go through this at least twice each set, but I'll tell you what to do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a kneeling dumbbell press. So on your left side. So what I'm going to do, you want to come down all the way here. Make sure your knee is in a nice 90-degree angle. And pick a weight that you can sustain for at least 20 seconds or so. You can time it if you want to. You can do reps. I'll do reps just because timers sometimes get a little bit tough to manage when you're doing the workout too. So you do 10 of these right here. So we got up and 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So same thing on the other side with the right. Switch legs, nice 90-degree angle here. Bring it up right at your shoulder on the right. And 10 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, next one we're going to do is split squats. So what I would like to do actually, if I want to add a little bit more weight, you can add weights to this, or you can do no weights at all. It's really up to you what your preference is. Normally I would probably do something like 15 pounds or so. These are 10, but if you're not comfortable with that or it's too much, you can do 5, less, or nothing. So what you want to do here, you're going to take, I'm going to start with the left side here. So left leg back, and you're going to kind of lean like this, and you're going to go up and down like this, okay? Just bring your tailbone straight to the floor for 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, come back up here, get set, and go back with your right leg. Same thing, 10, tailbone straight to the floor. Make sure your knee doesn't come over your foot too much. You need to engage your core just a little bit to maintain stability. 4 and 1. Okay. Next one we're going to do, I like to keep myself on my phone because it's right here. So, next one is a high plank arm reach. So, you're going to come here and you're in a high plank like so. And what you're going to do, you're going to reach forward like this. What you want to be careful of is not to sway like this. That kind of defeats the purpose a little bit. So, hands right under your shoulders, and you're going to reach forward. Okay, I did 10 of those. So, you're going to do that whole thing over again a second time. You can do time for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, kind of depends on your strength and how much you want to get through it, or you can do reps for 10. Ready? Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is called a dumbbell deadlift, and it's going to be on your left leg. So this gets a little bit hairy sometimes, because you got to work on your balance here too, which we don't work on often, but it's really important. So first I'm going to take my 2 dumbbells here, about 10 pounds. You can do more or less depending on your comfortable level. So what you want to do is you kind of want to put all your weight on your left foot, and then you're going to kind of bring this right foot all the way back, and you're going to come down here. Okay. You want to go for about 10 reps. I wouldn't completely lock your leg out. My knees are not great, so I kind of just have a teeny tiny bend in it, but it's almost locked out, just not completely. What I like to do is I like to focus on one area in the room, on the floor, somewhere like 6 or 7 feet in front of me, so that I don't fall over, because that can happen. I admit I've done that before. So, same thing on the right leg, all my weight on the right, and I'm going to lean forward. You will notice, and it's totally okay, you will notice that one side is better than the other. For example, this side is not as strong. But that kind of makes sense because I'm left-handed. So perhaps the left side of me will be a little bit stronger. Again, about 10 reps here. You can also do it for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, depending on your level of comfort. You don't want to go all the way to the floor. Keep it close to your shin, your weights that is. And again, pick a spot on the floor to focus on to maintain your stability. So about 10 of those right there. Next, we're going to do a high plank dumbbell row. So what that looks like, you're going to high plank first, and you're going to row your dumbbells up to your shoulder. You don't want to extend the shoulder too much. You got to be really careful with that. So you kind of want to just come right here. Try not to flex your wrists so much. Keep them straight. It's pretty tough to do. And you row up this way. Try not to overextend your shoulder too much, like coming way up here. This is fine. So I did about 10 there, which means 5 on each side. Try and get 10 on each side, and you'll get a better workout with your core too. So next, we're going to do a high side plank to the left. I'm going to be on my left side here, and then my right. So what I want to do, I'm going to come here, and you can go like this way with your arm straight, or you can come here. It really depends on what you're comfortable with. Sometimes my shoulders get a little bit weak, and I have to kind of come here. So whatever you're comfortable with, it's totally fine. So I like to kind of stagger my feet here, and then come right up here and just kind of stare off your hands. Okay, 20 seconds. Okay, same thing on the right. Make sure your core isn't kind of sagging or it's pressed up too high. Try to draw, if you had to draw a line right through your forehead, through your tailbone, nice and straight. Okay. So you're going to go through that, same thing twice. And again, you can do any kind of variation. You can do 10, 20, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, whatever kind of workout you want. If you want to push it more, you want to do more. If you're kind of feeling not so comfortable for that day, then you can do a little bit less. So it's really up to you. Thanks guys for joining me. Have fun, work hard.